Top news: the merger between Adobe and Figma is off due to pressure from regulators in the UK and EU. The breakup is particularly bad news for Adobe, according to TechCrunch. Google will pay $700 million to settle a lawsuit brought by all 50 U.S. states, plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, accusing it of quashing competition to its Play Store on Android devices. The announcement of the terms of the settlement comes after Epic Games, the maker of popular online game Fortnite, won a related case against the tech company last week. OpenAI's board says that it can overrule CEO Sam Altman and prevent the company from releasing a new AI model if it deems the model to be unsafe. Apple plans to halt sales of its Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2 as early as this week due to a patent dispute. Behind the scenes, says Bloomberg, the company is racing to tweak the software so it can avoid this scenario. Massive fundings. Meltwater, a 22-year-old San Francisco company that provides tools for businesses to track and analyze media coverage and online conversations, raised a $65 million round at a valuation of approximately $592 million. Verdane was the lead investor. TechCrunch has more. Tamara, a 3-year-old Riyadh startup that has built a BNPL platform for consumers in Saudi Arabia and the Persian Gulf region, raised a $340 million Series C round at a $1 billion valuation. The co-leads were SNB Capital and Sanibel Investments, with additional participation from Shoruk Partners, Pinnacle Capital, Impulse, and previous investor Checkout.com. The company has raised a total of $500 million in equity and $400 plus million in debt. TechCrunch has more. Totus Medicines, a 3-year-old startup based in Cambridge, MA, that says it can screen billions of drug candidates against thousands of targets simultaneously via a DNA-encoded covalent library technology, machine learning, and AI, raised a $65 million Series B round led by 695, with North Pond Ventures, Camford Capital, and the Regents of the University of Minnesota also participating. Smaller fundings. Lingrove, a 10-year-old, San Francisco-based startup that has developed a wood veneer alternative out of flax fiber and plant-based resins, raised $10 million in Series B funding, led by Lewis and Clark Agri-Food and Diamond Edge Ventures, with participation from Bunge Ventures and SOSV. TechCrunch has more. Salvador Technologies, a startup that claims its platform enables critical infrastructure operators and industrial organizations to quickly recover from cyberattacks and malfunctions in just 30 seconds, raised a $6 million seed round led by Pico Venture Partners, with participation from existing investors Patango VC and Serona Partners. CTech has more. Spada, a 5-year-old startup based in Cambridge, UK, that says it uses advanced monitoring technology to detect and alert businesses about harmful activity by insects in real time, raised a $3.8 million round. The Yield Lab, Still Ventures, and ACF investors co-led the deal, with GrowthWorks as well as previous investors Martlet, Ren Capital, and Remus Capital also piling on. More here. Vectaflow, an 8-year-old German startup that produces advanced flow measurement systems and air data systems for sectors including wind energy, aviation, and turbomachinery development, raised a $4.4 million round. Investors include Bayern Capital, WN Invest, Asto1 Investment, Argo Vantage, Schwarz Holding, AM Ventures, and KfW. EU Startups has more. New funds. Springdale Ventures, an Austin, Texas-based venture capital firm, has closed its second fund with $40 million in capital commitments to invest in early-stage consumer brands across the food, beverage, pet, health, and beauty sectors. Ag Funder News has more. 6-year-old Pivotal bioVenture Partners has closed its second fund with $389 million in capital commitments, money that will go toward North American and European companies working to develop new therapeutics, says Fierce Biotech. Exits. New York-listed e-commerce giant Coupang plans to buy Farfetch Holdings in a deal that will provide the struggling online luxury fashion retailer with $500 million in capital to stay in operation, the company said in a joint statement. Trading in shares of Farfetch, which has a market capitalization of $226.7 million, were halted, while those of Coupang were down 4.5% today. Reuters has more. Improbable, a startup backed by Andreessen Horowitz and SoftBank that specializes in creating large-scale virtual worlds and simulations, sold its gaming unit to Keyword Studios for $97 million. CNBC has more. The publicly traded data analytics outfit Snowflake is buying Samooha, a 1-year-old startup based in Los Altos, CA, that has built a data clean room platform that enables partners to securely share data. TechCrunch has more. Alteryx and Irvine, CA, based software company developing data science and analytics products, today announced that it's agreed to be acquired by private equity firms Clearlake Capital Group and Insight Partners in a deal worth $4.4 billion. Clearlake and Insight reportedly beat out Symphony Technology Group, another private equity firm. TechCrunch has more. People, Elon Musk has had quite a year. As John Oliver reports, Nikola founder Trevor Milton has been sentenced to serve 4 years in prison and pay a $1 million fine. According to prosecutors, Milton put Nikola's logo on a General Motors vehicle and tried to pass it off as his company's own. Almost a year after confirming that Strava co-founder Michael Horvath is leaving the proverbial corner office a second time, the company said last week that Michael Martin will take the reins at the fitness app the first week of January, leaving his current role as general manager at YouTube's shopping unit. Martin previously served in technology roles at Nike, NBC Universal Media and Disney.